What's going on YouTube? It's the one, the only, Vaping with Hat coming back at you again tonight. And I have a awesome review for you guys tonight. This is going to be the first video on YouTube featuring this product. I want to put a huge shout out to csvapes.com for sending me the SUPRA RDA by ADVKEN to review. Really awesome for those guys to hook me up and send me this product to review. So if you can, go over and check out csvapes.com, and I'll have a link for them in the description. Go show them some love. If you like what they got, go purchase some products for them. But again, tonight we're going to be checking out this really awesome RDA called the SUPRA RDA by ADVKEN. So stick with me after the intro.
When I was young, never had a brain for trees. Slush puppy kids swap brain for freeze. ES the game changer, I change degrees. Cause a blizzard anywhere I take my feet. But let me take it to a...
Alright guys, we're back. So I'm going to take a toke off this SUPRA RDA, and I got my laptop here. We're going to go over some of the specs off ADVKEN's website personally. We're going to go over the specs and everything about this RDA. So right now I have a .32 dual coil build out of Nichrome 80, and this is 24 gauge Nichrome 80. I have it right now on my RX 200 at 80 watts. It's 5.6 volts. I have the airflow opened up all the way around across the board. So here we go. Woo, goodness, that is really good. Let's do one more. Woo wee! Look at all that vapor, just everywhere. Oh, get it out of here. Anyway, so, and also I'm vaping on something really good from which I have a review coming for them soon. White House Vapes Hillary. It's a I believe this is like a berry blend flavor. Really good juice, guys. They sent me their whole line from White House Juice or White House Vapes, and really good stuff. So let's go over this RDA a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to be reading off the laptop because I want to give you all the information right off ADVKEN's website. Okay, and again, thanks to CS Vapes for sending it out. So this is a brand new RDA. Like I said, you're not even going to really see a review for it on YouTube yet. I've had it for right about 4 to 5 days, so I've kind of been putting it through its paces. Okay, so this is the stainless steel version. It's made out of 304 stainless steel. Let's see, 2 high density engraving fixed airflow holes at the bottom, 2 high density engraving adjustable airflow on the side. So you have 2 airflows on the bottom that are fixed, you can adjust them, and then you have 2 airflow on the side which actually you can adjust. We'll go up and we'll talk about that more in the up close. 2 velocity, it's a 2-post deck, velocity style deck. It has a it says 3 function drip tip fit for 510 threading. Okay, we'll go into that a little bit more. You can also get these RDAs in stainless steel and black. And the stainless steel I have is polished, so it's not like it's not brushed, it's polished. It looks really beautiful, guys. And like I said, you also can get it in black. Let's see, I went over it's 304 stainless steel. Let's see, anything else that we can go over here. Let me go down a little bit. Okay, also the post on the dual post velocity deck, the positive post is gold plated. It's a L-shaped post, peak insulators, the whole 9 yards. It is gold plated, and also the center contact pin, the 510 pin, is gold plated as well. It comes with its own wide bore Delrin drip tip here, which is dual O-ringed. I'll look at that more in the up close. I just kind of wanted to give you the specs. This is a 22 millimeter RDA as well. So that's about roughly the specs on this thing. I'll talk about it more when we dive up close. So let's go ahead and do this. Let's get this laptop out of the way. I don't want to read all that stuff. I just want to talk to you and give you my opinions and what I think is great about this RDA and what could be updated a little bit and get a little bit better experience. So let's dive on up close. Hang in there. Okay, guys, we're up to the up close. This is the box the SUPRA RDA comes in by Advken. You have your scratch for authenticity right here on the side, your Advken logo on the back, start vaping, no smoking. You see that. SUPRA RDA on the front. I tore this box up a little bit. I can't get in these things worth a damn. But here we go. We're going to try to get this through here because my battery's getting a little low. But this is what it comes in. Nice plastic case. I really like the packaging on it. It comes with a 510 drip tipped adapter, extra Allen key screws. We're going to take this out and put it to the side here. I can get everything else out. It comes with a your own Allen tool there. I've actually taken these out. These weren't open. I took these out on my own. But it does come with your assortment of O-rings here, okay? I took these out of the case because I was adjusting a little bit. So let's put this back in here and we'll look at the RDA. Go to the what y'all are actually here to see. Let me adjust my camera a little bit here. All right. Now, this is how it comes. It comes with a little stand. Isn't that neat? A SUPRA RDA on it. You can put it on that, build, you know, I've even built the RDA on this stand. It threads in to the stand here. A little squeaky because it's plastic, but it threads in, and there's your little stand. Alright, so this is the SUPRA RDA. Look how nice this thing looks. That polished 304 stainless. It's beautiful. Has the S design right here on bottom. This is your fixed airflow on the bottom. You cannot adjust this. And then it has adjustment for the side airflow here. It is a fingerprint magnet. It's not really cleaned up right now, but it really shines and it's really beautiful in my opinion. It's on Delrin chuff style, you know, wide bore cap here, which you pull out. It is dual O-ringed. In my opinion, I think the O-rings could have been a little bit thicker on this drip tip because it is a little easy to pull it out. It's not bad. It doesn't move around while you're vaping, but it does pull out in and out pretty easily. Okay, so we'll take a look at the bottom. It has made by Advken here on the bottom. It has the SUPRA kind of logo right there at the bottom. This 510 is gold plated, peak insulator. I would not recommend using this on a hybrid. It just doesn't stick out enough for me. It does, as you can see behind my finger, it does stick out some, but it's just not enough for me to want to do that. I wouldn't suggest adjusting this either. The way the velocity is, I'm not sure if it adjusts. I hadn't read anything about where it did. I can try to do that and see if it does, and I'll give an update if it does. But that's what it looks like on my mod. Really nice. Let me wipe it off a little bit. Try to get some of that fingerprints off of it. Looks really nice. So, okay. Now, this is where we're going to get into what I really think about the mod. Here's the top cap here. We already showed the outside. I will push the airflow adjustment out here. Okay. This is your AFR, your airflow. Your adjustable airflow ring. It has one single O-ring, which is very, very strong. The O-rings on this, besides the drip tip, are really strong. And honestly, I think they could have came down a size on them to make it a little bit easier. But that's your airflow. When you put it here, if it'll focus, when you put it in the top cap here, like you say, you just, you know, left or right shuts the airflow off. When you shut it off, it's off on either side. Whatever you open on one side, if you do it halfway, it's going to be halfway on the other side. Y'all know how airflows work. It's really nothing new here. But snaps in, holds it in there really good. We'll talk about the airflow in this here in a second. Now we're going to look at the deck. I re-wicked this earlier, so I'm really not going to pull it back out and re-wick it, because you can really see the deck here. Really nice. It's got really nice post holes. They're about 2 millimeters, I would say, and they're actually round holes. They're not oval. You have the gold-plated L blocked positive pin, and then the 304 stainless on that side. As you can see, let me use my left hand. I'm left-handed here. If you see right here, this is where your airflow comes up. It's pretty far on the outside of the deck, so I haven't had any leaking issues at all. The deck is very deep. When I measured the deck on this, it actually goes all the way past this section here. So it's about 7 millimeters to 8 millimeters deep. So really deep juice well. You can see the gold-plated center pin coming up from the bottom as well. Also, like I said, I had no issues with it, with leaking issues. Now, with a bottom airflow RDA, when you vape it, when the vapor comes back through this, when you're done vaping, you do get a little moisture on your mods. That's just how it goes with a bottom airflow RDA. It's just going to happen. But the deck is really nice. The machining is amazing. Everything looks brilliant on this RDA. The Allen screws here work beautifully. I hadn't had any issues with them possibly stripping. They hold in really strong. And as you can see here, it's dual O-ring, but I have one of the O-rings off, and I'll tell you why. So this is the SUPRA RDA. There's really not much I can go into it. I mean, I might, if y'all want me to, you know, I might do another video and build on it and show you how to wick it and stuff. I mean, it's pretty super simple, guys. I mean, it's got such a big juice well. You can put tons of cotton in there if you want to. The way I wick, I don't use a lot of cotton. I just pretty much let it touch the bottom, so you can see that it's got tons of room in there for juice. It's just, it's a good take at a bottom and mid airflow velocity styled RDA. It's just building them like this and like the Tsunami kind of, and you know, the Velocity, the H-Addy, stuff like that, they just have great flavor. It's just a really, really nice RDA here, guys. Now, what I am going to say is when I got this, the O-rings were super, super tough. Really tough. Even if you put a lot of juice on them, they are tight. So I ended up taking one O-ring off of this bottom base because it was just so hard to get the top cap to go on. And even right now, I'm pushing it, it's kind of hard to get on. You kind of have to push and turn at the same time to get the top cap on to, you know, where it fits flush and looks nice. You kind of have to do a push down and turn at the same time. Also, one big con with this RDA is there's no knurling. So when you're trying to adjust your airflow, the airflow O-ring is very tough as well. So it's kind of difficult to grab a hold of it and to get it to turn until you get a lot of juice on it. Now that I'm holding it, you know, I can get it to turn relatively easy. But once you get it, if you order it or go buy it at a store or something, when you get it, it's going to be pretty tough because the O-rings are so stout on this RDA. You know, that's really the tightest O-rings I've seen on an RDA in a long, long time. So that's why I removed one from the deck. It just makes it much easier. With two of those really tight O-rings, it's just it's too much of a pain in the ass to try to get the top cap back on. But taking one off, good to go. Just push down and twist. So that's going to be about it for the up close and personal part of this. Let's go back up top and we'll talk about it a little bit more. I'll let y'all get out of here before my damn battery goes dead. Hang in there with me. That's the SUPRA RDA by ADVKEN, sent over for the purposes of for this review from csvapes.com. So, I want to talk a little bit about what I think of this RDA. The O-rings are a bitch. They are. The O-rings could be tamed back a little bit to make it easier to adjust the airflow and to put the top cap on. Also, it is a fingerprint magnet. With it being polished 304, it's going to pick up all your fingerprints. But I'm telling you, I've taken pictures and put it on my Instagram which you can find me on Instagram at vapingwithhack21. So check me out on Instagram. I've taken several pictures of this. When it's cleaned up, when you got it cleaned up, and this thing just is so photogenic, man. It takes great pictures. It just looks really nice. That's why I love this thing so much. And the flavor on this thing, you know, I'm a huge Velocity, I'm a huge Tsunami fan. I promise you, this RDA right here has really, really, really good flavor. I would put, you know, Tsunami in first place. I'd put this in second place, and then the Velocity, the old school Velocity. Those are just my favorite RDAs. I haven't been able to put this thing down. The flavor on it, the cloud production on it, the airflow is great. It doesn't whistle and make tons of noise when you're pulling. You know, it's not turbulent at all, even though it has these cool, you know, engraved cutout designs, you know, for the Supra name. It doesn't make anything turbulent. It's got a very, very nice airflow. Like I said, the flavor on this thing is amazing. You can put your crazy cool builds in it. You can put your fused Claptons, your alien cools, and you know your heat staggered cools, you know, or whatever they call it. All these kids are making crazy new cools now. It's really awesome to see. But you know, I have a standard round wire Nichrome 80, you know, 10 or 11 wrap around a 3mm bit in it, and I'm telling you, the flavor is just amazing. I haven't been this happy to vape on something since the Tsunami, really. I mean, the Tsunami has insane good flavor, and this thing it's not pulling any punches, man. It's really holding its own against the Tsunami and against Velocity, against any of those bottom to what are they called, indirect airflow mods, you know, or atomizers. I'm super impressed. I just want to thank csvapes.com again for sending this out for review. Where are you going to find this? Well, let me pull my laptop back up here. You're going to find it at csvapes.com. They're carrying it. And what we'll do here is let me get it pulled up, because I'm not professional and I don't have it pulled up. But while we're pulling it up, I am going to say that one of the cons, like I said in the up close portion, one of the cons is that on the adjustable airflow control, there's no knurling, so it is a little hard to grab the airflow and to be able to move the airflow where you need to. That is a little difficult. It's not of a, you know, a killer of this atomizer here. It just gets a little aggravating until you get those O-rings good and juiced up, so to say. Okay, so on csvape.com's website, they have it, and it's in stock. So that's cool. So they have they're open to sell now. So right now it is $39 even, which is really good in my opinion. Yeah, there are a little cheaper RDAs out there, but for the looks, for the flavor, for the cloud production, I mean, because this thing can chuck a cloud too. It's got really good airflow, so you know, that's a really good price in my opinion. $39 ain't bad. I can tell you one thing: if I wasn't sent this to review for free, I'd be going to buy this thing tonight. And you know, honestly, CS Vape, if you want to send another one for a giveaway, that would be freaking awesome. So, you know, you never know. They might check out this video and they might say, they might see that y'all had a lot of interest in it, and you never know. They might send one to give away. We can only hope, you know, hint, hint. But, yeah, I would go and buy another one of these tonight if I had, if I needed to. And you never know, I might buy two of them. I like it so much, I might buy two. It's a really good RDA. Like I said, I keep going over the same things, but with the RDA, there's not tons of stuff to talk about. But in the end, the flavor is on point. The styling, the looks with that sleek look, even though it doesn't have the knurling, that's what gives it that sleek, kind of sexy look, is because it doesn't have any weird, knurling and stuff to make it look awkward. It's very sleek. It's very smooth. There's no rough edges with this RDA. There's nothing on it that's going to cut you. I've not found any sharp edges, no burrs, no machine oil. It was super clean when I got it. I just pretty much rinsed it off with, hot water, and it was ready to go. I enjoy the drip tip. It's plenty wide enough bore. You can drip through it if you want to. Pull the top cap off and drip if you want to. You're not going to flood this thing and get it coming out the bottom juice holes unless you're just not paying attention to how much you're dripping. Other than that, I mean, I think it's a really nice RDA, guys. I think y'all would really like it as well. If you're in the market for a new RDA and you were kind of looking at the bottom airflow tsunamis, I would check this one out, because you can even have that tsunami, experience, because you can actually shut the airflow off on the sides. So if you wanted that kind of just strictly bottom airflow, you could do that. And what I'll do here is let me shut it off, and I got it completely shut off right now, and I will do just bottom airflow and see how it vapes. I haven't even tried it, not once, so let's see. A little more restrictive, but not a whole lot. Even if it only had bottom airflow, that would be plenty, in my opinion. Even though the S's that are cut into it don't look very big, the airflow is pretty nice, even just for the bottom. And when you cut that side airflow off, it already has amazing flavor already. But even when you cut that airflow off, that was, really, really good. I haven't got any spit back with this RDA at all. I haven't had that issue. I don't know why. Because a lot of RDAs do give a little bit of spit back, but I haven't had any out of this at all. And even with the side airflow cut off in the bottom, the flavor is super, super good. It's just super good. Kind of weird, I know. But anyway, that's going to do it. Y'all go over and check out csvapes.com. Follow them on Instagram. I think they have it on there. Follow them on Instagram. Check them out on Facebook. Tell them Hack sent you. So I think that's going to about do it. My camera's starting to go dead. Now I got to go charge it so I can do some editing. Get this awesome review up to you guys. We have White House Vapes juice line coming up soon for review. We still have the Boreas RTA coming up for review. We have the Billo V3 coming up for review, and we also have the Chiron Sub-On Tank by Samoet coming up for review. We possibly have a couple of other juice lines that are going to be coming up also for review, most likely. So we got a lot going on, which is awesome. I'm really happy that I've gotten this stuff in to review for you guys, and I hope y'all enjoy it. I know this review was a little rushed. I really wanted to get this out to y'all right now. I just kind of got in the mood to do it, so it was all off the cuff, man. I didn't write anything down. I didn't take notes of anything. I just went right off the dome. Just exactly what I thought and how I feel about this RDA. So, like I said again, that was the SUPRA RDA by ADVKEN. I'm going to take one more hit off this, and we're going to get out of here. Until we see you next time, guys. I love you very much. I'll speak with you again soon. See ya.